Hello everyone and welcome back to Joys It Flies. If you're new here, my name's Alyssa and I deal with the crochet side of this channel. Over the next few weeks, I'm going to be sharing some patterns that I think make brilliant Christmas gifts and decorations. Last week I shared a video for these holly napkin rings, and this week I'm sharing a pattern for these crochet coasters. This is a great project for beginners, they work up really quickly, and they also don't use up too much yarn. I really hope you all like them and let's get into it. To make these coasters, you're going to need some DK weight yarn in two colours, in white and a colour of your choice. In today's video, I'm going to be using this green yarn. If you have a look over here, you can see I've made a purple, a pink, a green, a yellow and a blue one already, so you can pick any colour that you would like. You're also going to need a 4mm crochet hook, a pair of scissors, a darning needle, and also some stitch markers, but these are optional. Begin by taking your coloured yarn and make a slip knot, which you can then pop onto your hook. From here, we are going to chain 19. So yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over, pull through. Once you have your chain of 19, we are going to find the third chain from our hook. So that's this one here. Make a single crochet into it. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, then yarn over and pull through 2 loops, then chain 1. Skip the next chain and into the following make a single crochet. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, then chain 1, and you're going to repeat that all the way down your chain until you have 2 chains remaining. So this is the moss stitch. The centre of our coaster is made using the moss stitch. If you saw this video that I made a few weeks back, you will have learnt how to make the moss stitch, which is why I thought this would be a really great pattern for all of you to learn just in time for Christmas. So I'm at the end of my chain and you should have 2 chains left. Into your very last chain, make 1 single crochet. So insert your hook, yarn over and pull up a loop. Now when you get to this point, when you have 2 loops on your hook, we're now going to change colours. So drop the yarn you're using, grab your white yarn, and you want to make a little loop, like this, which you can then pop onto your hook, and then you can do your final yarn over and pull through with this new colour. Just like this. And you'll see we now have our white yarn on our hook. So we are going to be alternating between our 2 colours for every row, which means we're going to be having to change our colours a lot. You have 2 different options to do this. You can either cut your yarn at the end of each row and then rejoin it on when you need it, just like we did with our white yarn here. Or if you prefer a method that doesn't leave you with loads of tail ends, you could use the carry across method. It's the method I like. If you're not sure how to do that, check out this video here where I explain it in detail. Now for row 2 and onwards, we are going to begin by chaining 2, and then we're going to turn our work. Now if you have a look, you should be able to see the chain 1 spaces from our previous row. We're going to be working into those. So you might need to pull your work a bit to find these. Into the very first chain 1 space, make a single crochet. Then chain 1. Hop across, find your next chain 1 space and make a single crochet into it. Then chain 1, and you're going to repeat this all the way down your row. I'm nearly at the end of my row, and for your final single crochet, it might be a bit hard to find. If you pull your work apart, you can find that chain 1 space. So insert your hook into it, start to make your single crochet. When you get to the point of having 2 loops on your hook, like this, you're going to change colours. So drop the yarn you're working with, and then do your final yarn over and pull through with your new colour, just like that. and this is what the end of row 2 looks like. So go ahead and repeat row 2 until you have 17 rows in total. And remember, you're going to be switching between your 2 colours for every single row. So go ahead, pause the video, work your 17 rows, and I'll meet you back when you've done that. So I'm just coming up to the end of row 17. You can see I just have a few stitches left. So then I chain 1. Now in your very last stitch, you are going to insert your hook, yarn over and pull up a loop, and you're then going to still change to your white yarn. And we're going to do this because our border is going to be white. So we need our white yarn on our hook. And this is what your square should be looking like. So because I used the carry across method, I don't actually have any tail ends. If you do, that's absolutely fine. You just want to go ahead now and sew all of those in using your darning needle. Once you've done that, we can then go ahead and get started on crocheting the border. So to do this, where we finished, you are going to begin by chaining 1. You're then going to make 16 single crochet down this edge. So I like to think of it as making 1 single crochet per row. So you can see I'm just going to work around the very edge of that stitch, and I'm going to make a single crochet. Then into the next, just picking up the edges of those stitches. So you're going to go ahead and work down that side, making 16 single crochet. And you should have 1 stitch left, the corner stitch, because we're going to do something a little bit different there. I've now made my 16 stitches, you can see all the way along this edge, and you should have 1 stitch in the corner remaining. Into this, we are going to make 3 single crochet. So right into that corner, here is our first single crochet, then back into the same stitch, our second single crochet, and then finally our third. And you should be able to see that this has gotten us around the corner so that we can work along the other edge. Now at this point you want to mark the second of these 3 single crochet, so the middle one. This one right here. And we want to do this because this stitch is going to be really important in round 2. From here you're going to make 16 single crochet along this second edge of our square until you have 1 stitch remaining. So you're just going to work along again into the very edge of your square, and you're going to make 16 single crochet. There we are, I have my 16 single crochet along this second edge, and just like before, into this final stitch here that we have, you are going to make 3 single crochet. So here's 1, back into the same stitch, here's our second single crochet, and then our third. And again, just like we did before, grab your stitch marker and you're going to mark that second single crochet in the corner, so this one here. Just like that. Now you're going to go ahead and just repeat these steps along the third and the fourth side of our square, and I'm going to meet you back when you've done that. So I'm just coming up to the end of this round, and when you get to your very last stitch in this last corner, you are going to make 2 single crochet. So not 3 like we've done before, just 2 single crochet. and this is going to complete our final corner. Then to finish off our round, we're going to find the very first single crochet we made, insert your hook into it and make a slip stitch. So yarn over, pull through and pull straight through the loop on your hook. And that is the end of the first round of our border. So now that we've done that, we are going to go ahead and work on round 2. And to do this, we are going to begin by chaining 1. Now this chain 1 does not count as a stitch. Starting in the same stitch, you are going to make 1 single crochet all the way down until you reach your stitch marker. So just working into each of those stitches, you're going to make 1 single crochet. I'm now at my stitch marker, and you can take that out. And into that stitch, you are going to make 3 single crochet. So right into that one, because that's now our corner, you are going to make 3 single crochet. So here's 1, here's our second one, and here's our third. There we are, that is our first side done. So you're just going to repeat those steps along the remaining sides. So that's 1 single crochet into each stitch along the edge, and then when you reach your stitch markers in the corners, you're going to make 3 single crochet. So go ahead, pause the video, and I'll meet you back when you've done that. So I'm nearly at the end now, and I just have a few stitches left. When you get to your final stitch of this round, you are instead going to make 2 single crochet into it. So again, not 3, just 2 single crochet into that very last stitch. And then again, to finish off the round, you're going to find the very first single crochet, insert your hook into it, and make a slip stitch. And there we are, that is the end of our second round. So now that we've completed that, all we have left to do is to make the frilly border, which will go around the very edge. To do this, begin by chaining 3. Then into the next stitch, make a slip stitch. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and pull straight through the loop on your hook. Then chain 3. Skip the next stitch, and into the following, make a slip stitch. And we're going to repeat. So chain 3, skip the next stitch, and into the following, make a slip stitch. And you'll see that this is creating a little frilly border. So you're going to repeat this all the way around your square. So chain 3, skip the next stitch, and into the following, make a slip stitch. So go ahead, repeat this all the way around your square, and I'll meet you back when you've done that. Here we are, I'm just making my final slip stitch. And then to finish, we're simply going to chain 1 to fasten off. And then from here, you can grab your scissors and you can cut your yarn. Pull that through and pull that nice and tight to secure your work, and then you're done. All you have to do now is to just sew in any tail ends that you might have with your darning needle, and then you're done. You now have your very own crochet coasters. I really hope you all enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, make sure you let me know in the comments box below. And if you have any video requests, if there's something you'd like to see me make, then please let me know as well. I'd love to hear from all of you. It would also mean so much if you could subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with all of our new videos and tutorials. I'll see you all again next week in my next video, but until then, happy crocheting!